Okay, I have my Setacolor paints, and I've got my little containers to mix them in. I've got water, I have a spoon so that I have something to mix with, and I've got this all in a freezer paper base so that I can protect my work area. I also have a sponge brush, which I may or may not use, and I have my fabric, which I have wet and I've set it aside. Okay, here's the deal. My Setacolor is almost gone in here, and so rather than putting it into a container and then mixing it up, I am going to pour water in here. Now you can, I think I'm going to do about a half and half. You can go up to 4 parts water to 1 part Setacolor. And the blue, I'm pretty sure I have a little more blue. No, all of these are pretty low. So I'm going to go ahead and mix all these up, set this aside, and lay my fabric out on here, and then I'll show you the next step. Now you can use, I have a piece of foam board underneath my freezer paper. You can use a solid white fabric, which is like PFD, but I don't have a lot of this Setacolor paint left, so I am using a fabric that I've wet, and it already has a pattern to it. And then I'm going to smooth this out so that it doesn't have any little bubbles or wrinkles in it, nice and flat. Now it looks very bright to you because it's wet, but actually when this is dry, the Batik is slightly lighter. And I'm making this for a girlfriend who really likes red. So I have taken the red that I mixed with water, and I am going to just pour it on here and then spread it. Or I've just stroked on paint in kind of a blotchy way, and then I spritzed it just a little bit with water because it was drying out on me. I didn't want it to cure. And I'm going to take plants that I pulled out from some trees going into the property. And you don't have to arrange them. I want to arrange these because I want to use this on a bag, and I want it to look a certain way. So I am just using, I think I'll put it like this, there. Now I want to put it vein side down, and I'm going to go ahead and let that one flip. I'm going to press these into the fabric so that they stay in position. I recommend that you work as quickly as you can, and I want anything that is pressed down is going to become more defined. Anything that's raised, like these are, is going to show more like a light shadow. But there are areas that I really want to emphasize, and so I'm coming over the blue with paint on my foam brush to get a stronger application of the blue ink, or excuse me, paint. I'm used to working with ink in these areas so that it's really, really defined. Okay, this is the fabric that I want to work on the next project. And I used to do all of my stuff on a solid white fabric, but I like having a base, and this already has plant shapes in it. So I'm just going to soak this with water. Okay, this is wet. I'm going to put some blue on here. Then I'm going to take my green. Actually, I'm going to wipe this off. I'm going to take my green, and I'm going to put some green on here. Push the plants into, actually I should do this direction so that the veins. The veins are into the fabric. That'll make a difference in how it looks. I'm going to continue doing this, and then I'll take a little bit more paint, dab it on the edges to make them defined. Then I'm going to take this and put it out just like I did the other one. So when these are done curing, I'll show you a picture of what the finished product looks like.